Friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affair of 20th of April 2021. You can see two best images of the day, but today we will discuss very important and the most important current affair. So guys, watch video till last, but I'm requesting you all the students that you have to like this video, you have to share this video as maximum as possible because we need your strong support, and you have to subscribe this channel if you are new on this platform. But before proceeding, I just want to discuss about our application. The name of application is AffairsCloud. You can download with very simple method. You have to go to the description box. It means you have to go to the videos description box. Then you can download from the downloading link which we put in the description box. And guys, after downloading, you have to log in with your email ID. And after login, you have to click on this crack current affair section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. It means you can subscribe for 12 months as well as for 24 months. But the price of 12 months as well as 24 months is very, very low. And guys, what we are providing under this subscription, we are providing daily current affair. In the daily current affair section, we are providing three type of the current affair. One is the detailed current affair of particular day that is provided in the PDF format, and next is the question and answer format of the particular day current affair, and it is also provided in the PDF format. Next is the quiz section which you can attempt on our application of particular day. Next is the weekly section, and again it is very important because we are providing three type of the section. One is the detailed current affair of particular week. Next is the question and answer current affair of the particular week that provided in the PDF format. And guys, next is the quiz section which you can attempt on our application. Next is the monthly section, and again it is the most important section because we are providing various PDFs according to your exam. Like one is the study PDF. It means if you want to read detailed current affair, then you can use this study PDF. Next is the question and answer PDF. It means if you want to revise this detailed current affair in the question and answer format, then you have to use this question and answer PDF. Next is the top 100. It means the best 100 current affairs. It is also provided in the format of question and answer so that you can revise again and again. And guys, last is the pocket PDF in the monthly section, and as the name suggests, it is very important to revise the current affair very quickly. So guys, this is daily, weekly and monthly, but to enhance your performance, we are also providing smart PDFs. That is also known as the topic wise PDF. We are providing 20 type of the PDFs according to your topics. Like if your one section is weak, or if you just want to revise only one section, then you have to pick one PDF according to these 20 type of the PDFs. Like you can see here, apps and web portal is there, important days is books and authors, national current affairs, international current affairs, so many things are there. So you have to just revise from the topic wise PDF, and it is very, very productive because you can enhance your performance before your exam. And guys, if you are banking aspirant, then we are providing the two type of the sections in the banking awareness section. One is the detailed current affair of banking and economy, and the question and answer format of the current affair related to banking and economy. And guys, we are also providing the quiz section which you can attempt on our application, and you can check that how many current affairs you can retain related to banking section. And guys, we are also providing the exam PDF, and it is one PDF under which we are compiling January 2021 to till date current affair. It means if your exam is tomorrow, then you have to just revise this PDF only once. Next is the special current affair, and special current affair means it is budget and economic survey, and we are providing the important facts of budget and economic survey, and also we are providing the expected questions related to budget and economic survey which can be asked by the examiner. Next is the state current affair, and it is again very important section because if you are appearing for the center government exams like banking and SSC, then you are also preparing for your respective state exam. Then that's why we are providing this state current affair, and we are covering every state and union territory. So guys, you can enhance your state current affair also. So all these things comes under only one subscription. You have to just download this application from the description box link. You have to log in this application through your email ID, and you have to click on this crack current affair section, and you can basically subscribe for 1 year as well as 2 years, and both the prices are very much low. And on that minimal price, we are providing 10% extra discount. If you use this code H10, then you will get definitely 10% extra discount. But if you see the price, you will definitely surprise. And guys, for your queries, we are providing an email ID. You can see here, that is support@affairscloud.com. If you have any query, then you can email on this ID, and you can call on this number. This is a support number and you can resolve any type of the query on this number or email ID. So let's start today's current affair, that is the 20th of April 2021. But I am again requesting you all the students that you have to provide us 700 plus likes. You have to share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you are new on this platform. So let's start with the most important question section, and here is the first question. What is the rank of India in Inclusive Internet Index 2021? So the most important keyword here is the name of the report, that is Inclusive Internet Index 2021. Yesterday we covered one point, that is Hanley's Passport Index of 2021 of quarter 2, and India's rank was 84th in that. So C option is out now. C option is out because it is India's rank in the Hanley Passport Q2, it means quarter 2 of 2021, and which country topped under this index, that is Japan. And this index is released by Hanley's and Partners organization. And what is the rank of India in the Inclusive Internet Index? So D option is right. India's rank is 49th rank, and it is out of 120 countries. So guys, remember, out of 120 countries, India's rank is 49th, and this report is released by Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU. You have to remember this. This is the most important thing, because examiner is currently asking that this report is basically published or released by which organization. So remember, this Inclusive Internet Index is released by Economics Intelligence Unit, and it is with the partnership of the Facebook. So guys, you can see here it is India's rank 49th in the Inclusive Internet Index 2021, and it is by the Facebook and Economist Intelligence Unit. So you can also see here this is Inclusive Internet Index 2021, and it is released by whom? I already covered this point, but you have to remember India shared its rank with Thailand. It means Thailand rank is also the 49th rank, and the top 3 countries are, one is the Sweden, United States of America, and the Spain. It means first rank is Sweden. You have to remember this. And the report is commissioned by Facebook and conducted by EIU, ranks countries based on the internet availability, affordability, relevance, readiness of people to use it. And in simple word, you can say that the overall ranking of the country is based on the 4 parameters. One is the availability, second is affordability, third is the relevance, and fourth is the readiness categories. And guys, you can also remember that major of the countries, like 77 countries out of 120 countries, recorded an overall improvement in the internet inclusion. You can remember this information. But there are only 2 or 3 things the examiner can ask. The rank of India, the top country is the Sweden, second you can remember, but it is not so much important, that is United States of America, and India shared this rank with the Thailand, and who published this report, that is Economist Intelligence Unit. And guys, remember, India's target is to set to reach 1 billion internet users by the year of 2025. By the year of 2025, currently there are around 687 million internet users in India in 2020. This is data till 2020, but India has a target of 1 billion by the year of 2025, and India will definitely achieve this. And guys, you can also remember the other rankings, like 84th, I already covered that. It is the Henley Passport quarter 2 rank. 131st, that is very important because it is Human Development Index report, and it is published by United Nations Development Program. Which country topped under the Human Development Index of 2020? Remember, it is the index of 2020, and which country topped? It is Norway. It is Norway. Next is the 8th rank. 8th rank of India comes under the Global Terrorism Index of 2020. Remember, Global Terrorism Index of 2020. It is published by Institute for Economics and Peace, and India's rank is 8th. And which country topped in the terrorism? And it is Afghanistan, and India's rank is 8th. So guys, remember all the options. Now we can move to the next question. Next question is the 8th edition of Joint Special Force Military Exercise Khanjar. You have to remember the keyword Khanjar was inaugurated between India and which country? So in simple words, Khanjar is a joint special force military exercise between India and which country? So answer is very simple. Answer is Kyrgyzstan. So remember, answer is Kyrgyzstan. This exercise was held in the capital of the Kyrgyzstan, and the capital of Kyrgyzstan is the Bishkek. So remember, the capital of Kyrgyzstan is Bishkek, and it is a 2-week long military exercise which will focus on the aspects like high altitude, mountains, and the counter extremism. So you have to remember the name of the country and name of the exercise. Name of the exercise is Khanjar and name of the country is Kyrgyzstan, and it is held in Kyrgyzstan. You can also remember this, and you can also remember that it is basically happened between the joint special forces. What are these joint special forces? Because India has special forces in the 3 different branches. Like I am telling you, one is the Para SF, it means Para Special Force, that is of Indian Army. Next is the Marcos. This is very important and very you can say trained Indian Navy Special Force, and it is related to Navy, Marcos. And next is the Garud Commando Force. Garud Commando Force, and it is related to Indian Air Force. Garud is basically name of a bird, so that's why it is Air Force. And Marcos Navy, and Para Special Forces related to Army. So this is the meaning of Special Forces, and these are the 3 branches of the Indian Armed Forces have separate Special Forces units. So remember this. And guys, remember the exercise is taking place at the Special Force Brigade of the National Guards of the Kyrgyz Republic in Bishkek, capital of Kyrgyzstan. And Khanjar exercise was held annually between the 2 countries since 2011. It means it was first time inaugurated in 2011. And in 2015, India and Kyrgyzstan signed 4 agreements, including 1 agreement on boosting defense cooperation and holding annual joint military exercise. So this is one of the tie-up which was held in 2015. And the bilateral military exercise are aimed at uploading, or you can say the upholding, the values of peace, prosperity, and trust in Asia. So guys, remember, these are very important things. But you can also remember the other countries, like there is United States of America. Recently, one exercise was held between India and United States of America, and that is the 11th edition of the Vajra Prahar. Vajra Prahar 2021, India and the US, and it was happened in Himachal Pradesh. Next is, guys, Singapore. And very simple and very famous exercise, that is Simbex. Remember, Simbex 2020. Simbex 2020, it was happened in Andaman Sea in 2020, but don't confuse it with SITMAX. Don't confuse it with SITMAX, because SITMAX is a joint exercise between India, Singapore, and Thailand. It is also happened in Andaman Sea. So it is a India, Singapore, and Thailand. You have to remember Singapore, India, and Thailand. That is SIT. And Simbex is a only exercise between Indian Navy and the Republic of Singapore Navy. Next is Uzbekistan. And name of the exercise is Dastlik 2. Remember Dastlik, this is very important. Dastlik 2 exercise was recently held in March 2021 in Uttarakhand. So you have to remember about Kyrgyzstan, United States, Singapore, Uzbekistan, and the exercise name is Khanjar. We covered all the things about exercise, but you can also remember about the Kyrgyzstan. Capital we already discussed. Capital is Bishkek and currency is Kyrgyzstani Som. Now we can move to the next question. Who won 2020 ACM AM Turning Award? Many of the students are listening this award first time, but you have to remember ACM is the name of the organization who is representing this award. ACM stands for Association for Computing Machinery. This is the name of the organization who representing this award. And next is the AM Turning. It is a name of very famous mathematician and computer scientist. So the AM Turning Award named in an honor of the Alan Matheson Turning. Remember, I am writing here Alan Matheson Turning. This is the full name of this person. Alan Matheson Turning, a British mathematician and computer scientist, and it is the most prestigious technical award instituted by this organization, that is Association for Computing Machinery. And guys, remember this award consists of a prize money almost 1 million USD. So much amount, 1 million USD will be given to 2 persons, and answer of this question is both B and C. It means Alfred Vaino Aho and Jeffrey David Ullman. You have to just remember Alfred Vaino and Jeffrey David. These two initials of their names, and answer of this question is both B and C. And why they are receiving this award? The award was presented to them for fundamental algorithms and theory on the programming language and implementation. This award is also known as the Nobel Prize for Computing. Remember, Nobel Prize of Computing. Very, very important and mark under the most important question, because it is also known as the Nobel Prize of Computing. You can see the picture of both the persons, like Jeffrey David and Alfred Vaino, and both won this award that is related to the computer programming. And you can also see this, and both won this award because of the fundamental algorithms and the theory on programming language and implementation, and both collaborated in the initial ideas on algorithm design and analysis and former languages, compilers and the databases, which contributed to the development of current programming and software landscape. And guys, you can also remember that this Alfred Vaino belongs to which university? He belongs to Columbia University, and this Jeffrey David belongs to Stanford University. You can also remember this, but it is just to remember the question as long as possible. So 2 or 3 things are very important under this question. What is this AM Turning Award? And which person won this award, and this award was started in which year? It was started in 1966, and 2 persons because for the you can say the contribution of lasting importance to the computing. So this is the main fundamental criteria, because this award recognizes the major contributions of the lasting importance to the computing. Now we can move to the next question. And guys, you can also remember, we already covered this, that it is also known as the Nobel Prize of Computing, and this is with the name of the Alan Matheson Turing, a British mathematician and computer scientist. And what is the prize money? Prize money is 1 million USD. 1 million USD. Now, next question is, who won the 2021 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix? So it is very important Grand Prix because it is held in Italy. It is held in Italy because this area that is known as Imola is in Italy. So guys, remember, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix won by which person? Many students are thinking about Lewis Hamilton, but this time Lewis Hamilton is on the 2nd position. So the answer of this question is Max Verstappen. So guys, remember, Max Verstappen won this race, and it is the first race victory of the Formula 1 of this person in 2021 season. And second place goes to the Lewis Hamilton. And you can also remember that Max Verstappen belongs to which country? Max Verstappen belongs to Netherlands, and Lewis Hamilton belongs to Britain. And third rank basically goes to Lando Norris, but you don't have to remember this name. Mick Schumacher, or the Mike Schumacher, that is the son of very famous racer, that is Michael Schumacher. So remember, Mick Schumacher is the son of Michael Schumacher. You can see the picture of Max Verstappen, and he won this Emilia Romagna F1 Grand Prix, and it is the first race victory of the Formula 1 2021 season of this person. But you have to remember, this venue is very important, Emilia Romagna. And guys, you can also remember this Emilia Romagna is the second race of 2021 Formula 1 Championship, because the first race was Bahrain Grand Prix. Remember, Bahrain Grand Prix, we already covered this question, that who won this Bahrain Grand Prix? This was Lewis Hamilton. So remember, there are only 2 players who can won the maximum races, like Lewis Hamilton and the Max Verstappen. So remember this. Now we can move to the next question. India bagged 14 medals in the 2021 Asian Wrestling Championships, and this championship is hosted by which country? And India bagged 14 medals under this 2021 Asian Wrestling Championship, and out of 14, 5 are gold, 3 are silver, and 6 are bronze. So total are 14 medals, and it is Asian Wrestling Championship, which is held annually, and this championship is hosted by the country Kazakhstan. So guys, remember, the country is Kazakhstan, but Kazakhstan and Iran both finished at the top position with the 17 medals. It means Kazakhstan is also on the first spot and Iran is also on the first spot, because both won the 17 medals each, and both won 7 gold, 5 silver and 5 bronze individually. So India's rank is 3rd. You have to remember that India rank is 3rd in the Asian Wrestling Championship, and this Asian Wrestling Championship is organized by United World Wrestling, or you can say UWW. And guys, you have to remember where is the headquarter of this United World Wrestling. Headquarter is in Switzerland. And you can also remember that India also hosted this Asian Wrestling Championship of 2020 because it was held in February in 2020 before lockdown. So it was held in India. And in 2019 it was hosted by China, and in 2018 it was hosted by Kyrgyzstan. But you don't have to remember the China and Kyrgyzstan. You have to just remember that India hosted 2020 Asian Wrestling Championship. Now India is on the third position in the Asian Wrestling Championship. And you can also see this, that India clinched 14 medals in the Asian Wrestling Championship 2021, and out of 15 you can simply remember that out of 15, 5 are basically gold, 5 are gold and 3 are silver and 6 are bronze, and India rank is on third position. And you can also see this, it is the 34th edition of the Asian Wrestling Championship. And this Asian Wrestling Championship was first organized in 1979, and it is first hosted by India. It was first hosted by India in 1979. And Iran and Kazakhstan both finished at the top position with 17 medals each, and it is organized by United World Wrestling. Where is the headquarter? That is in Switzerland. And guys, you don't have to remember the name of the players who won the gold medal, because there are 5 players, and you don't have to remember. You have to just remember this: Ravi Kumar Daya, Vinesh Fogart, Anshu Malik, Sarita Moore and Divya Kakran belongs to which sports. You have to just remember all the players belongs to wrestling category, because examiner can ask that this player belongs to which sport. So you have to just remember if you read these names. So this is very important thing you have to remember. Now we can move to the next question, because we covered all the options and we covered all the question in the most important section. Here is very important question section, and before proceeding I am just requesting you all the student that you have to provide 700 plus likes. You have to subscribe this channel if you are new on this platform, and you have to share this video as maximum as possible. Here is the first question in the very important section. Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, which is in Maharashtra, Mumbai, has hired which company to act as the transaction advisor for privatization of the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal? So this is the very important question. You have to just remember Jawaharlal Nehru Port is basically situated in Maharashtra, Mumbai. There are two major ports in the Maharashtra. One is the Mumbai port, that is the largest port of India and the busiest port of India. Next is the Jawaharlal Nehru Port. It is also known as the Nhava Sheva Port. Remember, it is also known as the Nhava Sheva Port. And this port trust has basically hired one company to act as the transaction advisor for the privatization of one of the container terminal, that is known as the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal. And this company is SBI Capital Markets. So answer of this question is C. You can see this picture, that SBI Capital Markets to be transaction advisor for the privatization of Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust Container Terminal. And there are 5 container terminals of the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, and they are privatizing one container terminal. You can see this. Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust has planned to privatize the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal 1 through the public-private partnership route in December 2020. It means in December 2020 they decided to privatize one of the container terminal. And Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust has appointed SBI Capital Markets as the transaction advisor for the public-private partnership project, which is estimated to cost almost 863 crore rupees. And it is one of the 5 container terminals at the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust. So why they are privatizing one of the container terminal? Because it is just to for the upgradation, operation maintenance, and you can say the digitalization of this port. And it is one of the 5 container terminals at Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, and it has handled almost 1.35 million 20-foot equivalent units a year. So this is very, very you can say the busiest route in the sea. You have to remember this. And recently, State Bank of India Mutual Fund has launched its first overseas offering, namely SBI International Assess US Equity Fund of Fund. This is very important because it is an open-ended fund of fund scheme that would invest in mutual fund schemes that invest in the United States market. It means if you want to invest in this fund of fund, then all this fund of fund will be invested in the United States market so that maximum to maximum income can be enhanced. So this is the you can say the International Assess US Equity Fund of Fund, which is launched by the SBI. And you have to remember this SBI Capital Market. SBI Capital Market was established in 1986. Its headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and its MD and CEO is Shri Arun Mehta. Remember Shri Arun Mehta. Very important. You can remember this. Now we can move to the next question. A rural InsurTech, it means insurance technological startup known as the Gram Covers, and which company have partnered to develop the insurance penetration in the rural India. It means basically to promote the insurance and the benefit of insurance in the rural area. One startup that is known as the Gram Cover tie up with which company for this purpose, and this company is Agriculture Insurance Company. So guys, answer of this question is A. So you can also see here that Gram Cover and Agriculture Insurance Company of India tie up to enhance rural insurance penetration. You can also see this. The main objective of this partnership is to identify and develop useful rural insurance products that could help farmers, because there is a target to enhance the farmers' income by the year of 2022, especially to double the farmers' income by the 2022. So, to provide the input cost, they are also providing the insurance features, because many rural people are depending on the agriculture sector. That's why they are focusing on the farmers. And this tie-up will improve the claim payment turnaround time and develop underwriting and will ensure quick settlement of the claims. And it also aims to increase the insurance coverage in the rural parts of India. And this tie-up will improve the claim payment turnaround time and develop underwriting. And initially they will work on the market research to identify and develop new insurance products that will definitely help the farmers in protecting their livelihood. And under this partnership, they have planned to reach around 25 million farmers. This is the target of this partnership. And guys, remember about Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited, because it is the only company related to insurance sector and especially related to the agriculture sector. It was established in 2002 under the Indian Companies Act of 1956, or you can say the 2013, and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Don't remember the chairman and managing director of this insurance company, and don't remember about the Gram Cover. So you have to just remember the keywords. One is the Gram Cover, second is Agriculture Insurance Company. By the name you can guess that they will provide the insurance products in the rural India, and they will also increase the insurance coverage in the rural parts of India. Now we can move to the next question. Next question is LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, partner with which company for handling e-payments? It means all the payments of LIC will be handled by this company, especially for the e-payments. So the question arises here, why LIC is partnering with one company for the e-payments? Because there is an increasing demand of the digital payment. That's why LIC is now tying up with the paytm. So guys, remember the organization name is paytm, and its headquarters is in Noida. You have to remember this question was asked in recently one of the bank exam. Its headquarters is in Noida. Chief Executive Officer is Vijay Shekhar Sharma. And remember about life insurance company. This is most important question. It was established in 1956. Exact date is 1st of September. Again, this question was asked in one of the state exam. 1st September 1956 it was established, and its chairman is M.R. Kumar. You have to remember the chairman of LIC, very renowned insurance company, and its headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And the partnership aims to cope with the increasing demand of the digital payment, and the main objective is to provide an easy payment process. You can also see this. LIC appoints Paytm to handle its all e-payments, and you can see here it is the India's largest insurer. Life Insurance Corporation of India has appointed Paytm to carry out its digital transactions and to provide an easy payment process. A broader range of the payment options like UPI ID is here, bank transfer is there, so many things are there, and more players like wallets, banks, etc. in payment channels to the customer of LIC. And LIC collects premium worth rupees 60,000 crore via digital mode, and there are almost 8 crore digital transactions which will be handled by the Paytm. So guys, remember all the things Paytm tie up with the LIC or LIC tie up with the Paytm. So this is the main important point, and remember all the things about Paytm and Life Insurance Corporation. Now we can move to the next question. Recently, former Chief Minister of which state named as Bhumidhar Barman passed away? So guys, very important question, because he was one of the former Chief Minister of this state, and this state is Assam. So guys, remember this state is Assam, and you can see the picture of this Bhumidhar Barman, who was Chief Minister of Assam, former Chief Minister of Assam. He was 91-year-old and he died recently. And he served as the Chief Minister of Assam twice. His first term started in 1996, started on 22nd of April and till the 14th of May 1996. It means almost for 1 month. And second term was during the time period of 2010. But during the both periods, he acted as an temporary chief minister. It means the acting chief minister. He belonged to the Indian National Congress and also represented the Bitkarni constituency. Currently, this area is known as Bar Khetri constituency. So remember, old name is the Bitkarni, but you have to remember Bar Khetri constituency. If you belongs to Assam, then this is important. If you don't belong to Assam, then it is not so much important. He served as the member of Legislative Assembly for a period of 7 years and had also held important portfolios like he was Health Minister, he was Education Minister, he was Revenue Minister. So this personality is very, very important. If you belongs to Assam, then it is most important personality. You have to just remember he belongs to which state. He belongs to Assam and he was former Chief Minister of Assam. And guys, remember about Assam, current Chief Minister of Assam is Sarabnanda Sonowal. And guys, you can also remember the governor. Governor is Jagdish Mukhi. And very famous national parks in Assam. There are 6 national parks. Recently announced is Raimona National Park. Next is Kaziranga National Park, very famous. And here is Manas National Park, also the Tiger Reserve. Next is there is a Dibru Saikhowa. It is also one of the Biosphere Reserve of India. Next is Nameri National Park. This is again very, very important national park of Assam. And last one is the Orang National Park. So there are 6 national parks in Assam. So remember, Raimona recently announced, Kaziranga, Manas, Dibru Saikhowa, Nameri and Orang National Park. There is a very famous riverine island in Assam that is known as Majoli. It is one of the very famous district of the Assam. And this riverine island is created by river Brahmaputra, which is also known as Dehang in India. So remember all these things. Now we can move to next question. Which company has launched a $250 million Sambhav Venture Fund to support the digitalization of small, medium businesses, agriculture and healthcare in India? So the main aim to digitalize these small and micro industries, agriculture and healthcare in India. And this venture fund is the Sambhav Venture Fund. If you know that Sambhav Venture Fund is related to which company, then you can answer very easily. And answer of this question is Amazon, because Amazon recently started this Sambhav Venture Fund and Amazon is providing $250 million to digitalize the micro small industries, agriculture and healthcare in India, which are the important sectors of Indian economy. Now you can see this Amazon launched $250 million venture fund for the SME, digitalization, agri-tech and the healthcare sector. You can also see this Amazon has launched this, and especially for the micro small industries, agriculture and healthcare. You have to remember the 3 factors why Amazon is launched this Sambhav Venture Fund, and the 3 important initiatives under Sambhav 2021. First is the Amazon Sambhav Venture Fund, and under this fund all the amount like $250 million will be invested in the startups and entrepreneurs focusing on the technology innovations in the small and medium enterprises, digitalization, agriculture and the healthcare. Next is local shops on Amazon program. Like through this, Amazon plan to onboard 1 million offline retailers and local neighborhood shops on Amazon.in by the 2025. So this is the target till the 2025, that they will onboard 1 million offline retailers so that their income and livelihood can be enhanced. Next is the tribal empowerment. This is very good initiative by the Amazon, that it has launched Spotlight Northeast. Remember, Spotlight Northeast to bring 50,000 artisans, weavers and small businesses online for the 8 states in the northeastern region of India by 2025, so that they can promote the handcraft, or you can say the articraft of the tribal areas. And maximum tribals basically belong to northeast. That's why they launched this program that is known as Spotlight, especially for the northeastern state of the tribal. And guys, remember these northeastern states are 8, and these 8 states are M3, A square and TS. Remember, M3 stands for Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur. A square stands for Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. N stands for Nagaland. T stands for Tripura. S stands for Sikkim. So remember, these are the 8 states in the northeastern region of India, and they will enhance their performance by the year of 2025. So these 3 things comes under the sum of 2021. And recently, Amazon Pay launched a new application that is known as Amazon Pay for Business. This is again very important because this app is basically to simplify the payment needs of the small and medium industries. And guys, next is the Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services launched a set of software solution known as the Amazon Digital Suite to support the small and medium businesses in India. So guys, remember these things and remember about Amazon India. Amazon India basically launched in 2013. Its manager, or you can say the country head in India, is Amit Agarwal, and its headquarters in India is Hyderabad, Telangana. So remember these things, especially about the Amazon India. And you can also remember the recent related news that Amazon India announced that it will begin its first device manufacturing line in India for the production of electronic devices. In which state? It is in Tamil Nadu, or exact places, the capital of Tamil Nadu is in Chennai, by the end of year 2021. And it has collaborated with the contract manufacturer Cloud Network Technology, a subsidiary of the Foxconn, for the manufacturing process. But you have to remember, Amazon first electronic device manufacturing plant in India will be established in Chennai by the end of 2021. And at the global level, you have to remember, Amazon was established in 1994. Its headquarters is in United States of America. Founder and CEO, one of the very famous persons, Jeff Bezos. Now we can move to next question. India and which country signed agreement on cities combating plastic entering the marine environment? So the main aim of this agreement to enhance the practices to prevent the plastic from entering the marine environment. So this plastic basically will be eliminated and the marine environment, the marine life can be saved. And the project is expected to be collaborative effort under the Indo-German Bilateral Development Corporation on Sustainable Urban Transformation. So guys, answer of this question is Germany. And 2021 marks the 63 years of development cooperation between the India and the Germany. So you can see this, India and Germany signs agreement on the cities combating plastic entering the marine environment. So the basic aim to enhance the practices to prevent the plastics from entering the marine environment so that marine life can be saved. And it is the relation between India and Germany, it is almost very old, and it is 63 years old, and the project will be undertaken at national level in selected states. So basically it will be started in the 3 areas. One is the UP, second is the Kerala, and one is the Union Territory, that is known as Andaman and Nicobar. And in UP it is Kanpur, in Kerala it is Kochi, and in Andaman Nicobar it is Port Blair, that's the capital of Andaman Nicobar. And guys, the time period of this project is 3.5 years. And you can also remember that the outcome of this project are in line with the objectives of the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban, with a focus on the sustainable solid waste management and the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to phase out single-use plastic by the year of 2022. So you can remember this. And guys, remember, Frankfurt-based German state-owned development bank recently, that is known as KfW, extended 2 loans totaling 545 million euro, or almost 4700 crore rupees, to Metropolitan Region Development Authority for infrastructure projects in Mumbai. So you have to just remember the recent related news that one bank based in Germany, that is known as KfW, they gave a loan 545 million euro to the developmental projects or the infrastructure projects in Mumbai. So guys, remember all the things and remember about Germany. Capital is Berlin and currency is euro. Now we can move to next question. It is from the picture, and question is, Assam and West Bengal among 8 states highly vulnerable to climate change, and it is a data by the National Climate Vulnerability Assessment Report. And you can also remember that this report is published by Department of Science and Technology, which comes under the Ministry of Science and Technology. So you can see here, according to the National Climate Vulnerability Assessment Report, titled, the name of the report is Climate Vulnerability Assessment for Adaptation, Planning India Using a Common Framework. And the most vulnerable states are 8, and these 8 states are Jharkhand, Mizoram, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh, and the West Bengal. Among all these states, I am highlighting basically the 3 states. One is the Bihar, second is the Assam, and the Jharkhand. So I am highlighting these 3 states. Why? Because among all states, these 3 states have over 60% of the districts in the category of highly vulnerable districts. And the report was published by the Department of Science and Technology. And the lower middle vulnerable states are Himachal Pradesh, Telangana, Sikkim, and Punjab. And very lower vulnerability states are Uttarakhand, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Nagaland, Goa, and the Maharashtra. But you don't have to remember these states. You have to just remember that these states like Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand, or if you belongs to one of these states, then you can remember this state. So this report is basically published by Department of Science and Technology, and who is the secretary? Professor Ashutosh Sharma. Now we can move to the next question. And guys, you can also remember the report identifies states and districts of India which are highly vulnerable to climate change and will help in initiating climate actions at ground level. So this report is highlighting these things. So now move to next question. All the very important questions now we covered. We are moving to the important question, but you have to provide us 700 plus likes. You have to subscribe this channel if you are new on this platform, and you have to share this video as maximum as possible. Here is the first question in the important section, that is Indian Army Chief General Narwan attends Army Chiefs Conclave, and this conclave was hosted or held in which country? And this country is Bangladesh, because Bangladesh is celebrating the 50th anniversary of their independence, because Bangladesh got independence in 1971 from the Pakistan, and exact date is the 26th of March 1971. And recently Narendra Modi ji attended the celebration of Bangladesh independence in 2021, because they are celebrating the 50th independence. So you can see this Indian Army Chief Narwan attended the Army Conclave which was held in Bangladesh, and it is basically on the sidelines of the multinational military exercise that is known as Shantir Ogroshena. We recently covered this question that India participated in this exercise, but India is not a lone country who participated with the Bangladesh. There are total 4 countries with India and Bangladesh. Like India and Bangladesh is there. Next 2 countries are Bhutan and Sri Lanka also participated in this Shantir Orgo Shena 2021, which was held in Bangladesh. And guys, what is the meaning of this? Shantir stands for the peace, Orgo Shena stands for the front runner. So front runner of peace is the meaning. And during the conclave, Narwan delivered a keynote address on the changing nature of global conflicts, role of the United Nations peacekeepers. And you have to remember that India is currently a member of United Nations Security Council in the non-permanent category, and time period of non-permanent category is 2 years, remember. And he visited Bangladesh from 8 April to 12th of April on the invitation of Bangladesh Army General Aziz Ahmed. Aziz Ahmed is the army head of the Bangladesh. Now we can move to the next question, and it is from the picture. The very famous Union Minister and the former Union Minister Bashi Singh Rawat dies. So guys, you have to remember this name, Bashi Singh Rawat, and he belongs to which state? You have to remember. And he belongs to Uttarakhand. Remember, he belongs to Uttarakhand, and he passed away at AIIMS Rishikesh after suffering breathing problem, and he was just 71 years old. He was just 71 years old, and he was born in 1949, but you don't have to remember. You have to just remember he was the Union Minister of State for Science and Technology. Union Minister of State for Science and Technology during the time period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji government from 1999 to 2004. This was the time period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji as the Prime Minister. And he was elected as the Member of Parliament from the Almora constituency of Uttarakhand. Almora constituency of the Uttarakhand 4 times. But if you belongs to Uttarakhand, then you have to remember the constituency. Otherwise, you don't have to remember the constituency. You have to remember the name Bashi Singh Rawat. And Rawat basically belongs to Uttarakhand because current Chief Minister is Tirath Singh Rawat, and he also belongs to Uttarakhand. So Rawat name itself defines the state. So you have to remember. And he was the Union Minister of State for Science and Technology during the time period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Now we are moving to the one-liner important point. Here is the first point. World Liver Day is observed on 19th of April 2021. So very simple day, but it is not so much important that can be asked in exam, but you have to just read this news that it is just to create awareness about the importance of liver and liver related diseases. The day aims to inform the general public about the liver infections and to provide timely treatment for the preventable illness. So guys, remember, this is World Liver Day. Next is the International Day for Monuments and Sites 2021. This day is basically observed on 18th of April. You have to remember the theme of this day. Theme is the complex past. Complex past. And the caption is the diverse future. So you have to just remember the one keyword, that is complex past, diverse future. And the International Day for Monuments and Sites is annually observed across the globe on the 18th of April to preserve human heritage, which was ancient importance, and to recognize the endeavors of the organizations which are working for it. And in many countries, the day is celebrated as the World Heritage Day instead of the Monuments and Sites Day. So World Heritage Day is same as the International Day for Monuments and the Sites. So guys, remember this thing, remember the theme. Now we can move to the next question. New book, The Cursed Inheritance, authored by Sutapa Basu. So it is basically a mystery novel, and the book contributes toward the importance of the conservation of heritage through the stories. And the book provides an overall view of the heritage of Calcutta through architecture, social customs, mode of transportation, and food. So the recently released book of this author, that is Sutapa Basu, is in 2020, which was The Curse of the Nader Shah. The Curse of the Nader Shah. And he also wrote one book, The Queen Tells Her Own Story, Padmavati. Queen tells her own story, that is Padmavati. So this book is not important, just read this book and read the name. Next is new book, Wanderers, Kings and Merchants, The Story of India Through Its Languages, by Peggy Mohan. So a very unique name, you can just remember, Wanderers, Kings and Merchants, The Story of India Through Its Languages. The book explores the impacts of migration on Indians and Indian languages from ancient times through the early history of South Asia. And guys, the book also argues that all Indians are of mixed origin through the inclusive study of the languages, like the story of the early Sanskrit, rise of Urdu, language formation in the northeastern especially, and the book connects linguistics and history to explore the migration impacts on the communication language. So remember the name of the author, that is Peggy Mohan. Next, Iran launched advanced IR-6 uranium enriched centrifuges. So Iran recently celebrated National Day. It is the National Day of Iran, National Day of Nuclear Technology. That is celebrated on the 10th of April 2021. That's why they launched this IR-6 uranium enrichment missile. And guys, remember, it is inaugurated by President of Iran, that is Hassan Rouhani. And the manufacturing and the assembly of its first prototype was also established by the Iran, and under the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action 2015 Nuclear Agreement, Iran is restricted to enriching uranium till 2025. So the main focus of this question is Iran. Next is Adani Group become the third Indian conglomerate to cross 100 billion USD market cap. And Adani Group crossed 100 billion USD in market capitalization. So on the 6th of April, the total market capitalization of 6 listed companies of Adani Group at the close of the trading is 7.84 lakh crore. That is the 106 billion USD. It means it crosses 100 billion USD. The other two Indian conglomerates to cross 100 billion market capitalization is Tata Group and Reliance Industries. So guys, remember, Tata Group and Reliance Industries already achieved this target, but now Adani Group also reached on that sport. So guys, remember this. Now we can move to the question of the day. Question of the day of 18th of 19th April 2021 was, which of the following activities cannot be undertaken by the payments bank? So very simple question. You have to just remember about the payments bank when it was started by the RBI and it was licensed by the RBI. So the payments bank, like Airtel Payment Bank, India Post Payment Bank, is like any other bank but operating on a smaller or restricted scale. credit risk is not involved with the payment bank. Remember this line, credit risk is not involved with the payment bank because it can carry out most banking operations but cannot advance loans or issue credit cards. It means they can't give the loans, it means there is no risk, and even they can't issue the credit card because credit card is also a type of a loan. So it means they can accept the deposit, but there is a limit that how much they can basically accept, and they can just accept 1 lakh rupees per account, and they can issue debit cards but not the credit cards. So payment of utility bills, yes, it can be done through the payment banks. Lending money, we already covered that they can't lend money because there is no risk factor related to the lending money. And guys, remember, commercial banks like State Bank of India, ICICI, Axis Bank do not have such restrictions, but these payments banks have some restrictions. So answer of this question is lending money. Now we can move to the question of the day, and it is again related to the payment bank. It was asked in the CGL, but also it is related to the banking and economy because we started a series of the banking and economy. So which is India's first payment bank? Recently we covered which is the first small finance bank of India. That was the Capital Small Finance Bank. Now we are on the what is the name of the India's first payment bank? So guys, tell me answer only in the comment box. I am answering all the comment box. I am reading all the answers of the students, and also basically answering your queries if you are asking in the comment box. But today I gave you one email ID and also one number so that you can resolve your query very easy manner. So guys, comment this answer in the comment box. I am waiting. And guys, please provide 700 plus likes. Please subscribe this channel and please share this video as maximum as possible. And you can press this bell button so that you can receive the notification on time. And it is AffairsCloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section. And it is my personal promise that if you are reading the current affairs from the PDF, and if you're also watching the current affair from the videos, then your current affair section will go strong. And 90 to 95 current affairs which are covered by the videos and the PDFs will come in your exam. So you can subscribe our PDFs with very simple method. You can download our application, and description box in the description box link is provided, and you can download this application, and after that you can subscribe for 1 year as well as 2 year. Price is very much low, and we are providing 10% extra discount if you use this code ASH10. So guys, hurry and subscribe these PDFs, and thank you so much for watching this video. Don't take life so much serious. Life is fun, life is beautiful, and be happy always, because happiness is the key of success. And thank you guys again for watching this video, and take care. Bye bye.